is the tenfold chef, and the frog just doesn't give a shit.
Hello all, it's Monday, June 11th. The boob told me this morning that mine would be the lead item in today's video. He also told me that I would have to keep it under 1 minute because of how long the rest of it is. How exactly am I supposed to say anything memorable or useful in that amount of time? At the tone, the current time will be 9:26 a.m. The previous weekly question for the hell of it is, have you ever actually tried pickles and ice cream? The current weekly question for the hell of it is, if Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares, why does he keep doing it? There are 2 new subscribers, Creeperboy14 and Aiton Flynn. Welcome and thank you very much for subscribing. The dirty word of the day, caca.
He is the tenfold chef, a man with a video love.
Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, it's Monday and therefore it's time for another Ask TFC, and this is edition 28. And we'll get right into it here. Sometime last week, I think it was, I had a question from somebody watching my Minecraft videos and wanted to know how many diamonds I had in my main world. Now this is a world that I started March 2011, and I've been playing that same world ever since then. And I decided to go ahead and find out because I was curious myself. I've collected a lot of diamonds and they're stored all over the Empire. So I took a couple of hours off camera and I went to every single location in the world that I ever stored or mined diamonds. And the grand total number of diamonds, including what I have stored in the warehouse, is 1,383 diamonds. And if you're curious as to the exact breakdown of those diamonds, that information will be in the video description. Okay, now on with the rest of the questions here. Question number 1. I'm sure you've seen Etho's creeper face made from lava. Have you ever considered doing a TFC logo on your main base? Actually, yes, although I didn't think to put it on the main base. Ever since I built the big mob tower, I have been toying with the idea of doing a logo like that on the front of it. And I may still yet do it. Question number 2. Would you shave my bum for me? I won't even shave my face, let alone somebody else's bum. Although there are some ladies that I would make an exception for. Question number 3. Have you ever colored your beard or thought of doing it? Also the above, but plaiting your beard, and also why? Okay, as for coloring my beard, no, I've never even considered that. I actually think that the gray silver thing actually looks kind of cool, and so that's what I'm going to stick with. And as for plaiting the beard, I actually had to look that up. I had never heard that before, but having looked it up and seen pictures of what that is, no, I would never do that. It doesn't look comfortable, and frankly, I don't think it looks very nice. You know, it's an individual taste thing. Those that like it, they're welcome to do it, but I never would. No way. Okay, question number 4. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Did you just feel like making a video one day? Well, sort of, kind of, yes and no, but maybe not. You see, long before I started doing YouTube videos, I had blogs. Well, I still have blogs, but the one in particular was called tinfoilchef.com. That's the actual URL where the blog is, and what I started that blog up for originally was because of cooking. Cooking, recipes, food-related stuff, and so on. And about the time I started this channel, the reason the very earliest videos on this channel are all cooking videos is because I decided to do this to have extra content, more compelling content, stuff like that for the blog, excuse me. And then later on I got into the vlogging and so on, and it went from there. And when my weight peaked out at close to 360 pounds, I kind of lost interest in doing a lot of stuff with food just simply because I was having a big problem with food. This is not to say that I won't do food-related things in the future, but, well, you probably understand that when you're fighting a battle with weight, having to make food for a video is a potential problem because I can't allow myself to just throw it away. I have to eat it. And that's a problem. Okay. Question number 5. Okay, let me see if I can get the voice right for this. Give me some coffee, boy, or I'll turn you into a toilet brush. Turn me into a toilet brush, huh? Okay, well, you go right ahead. Take your best shot. But just remember, I have a few tricks of my own. Anyway, question number 6. I remember when you weighed over 350 pounds. You have lost a lot of weight since then. What is your secret? How did you lose it? My secret really isn't that much of a secret. What is my secret? Poverty. When you can't afford to buy all the junk, you learn to live without it. And that's a big part of losing weight, is to get off the junk. And another part of it is not to just get off the junk and whatnot on a temporary basis. You know, it's like, I'll stop eating potato chips until I lose 10 pounds, and then I'm just going to eat potato chips again. No, it's a lifestyle change. I've gotten into the habit of living completely differently than I did a year or two ago. I have potato chips once in a great while. It takes me a week or more to finish a bag of potato chips, where it used to be I'd knock it off in 20 minutes. And I'm not joking. You know, a great big family-sized bag of Cheetos would last me maybe an hour. And now, if I were to buy something like that, it might take me 2 weeks to use it. And I might not finish it. Things like cookies and cakes and sweets and stuff like that, I can walk right past that stuff in the store now. Used to be, it bothered me big time. I had a hard time ignoring it. Now I don't even want it. I'm not even interested in it because I've gotten in the habit of not eating it. And as long as I don't indulge myself more than once in a great while, I will stay in the habit of not having it. And that lifestyle change, I think, is the biggest factor in losing weight. It's the single most important thing, because it's the thing that's not only going to help you lose the weight, it's the thing that's going to keep the weight off of you on a permanent, long-term basis. Okay, question number 7. I heard you were planning a new cooking series called The Naked Chef. Is this true? Good God, no. You know, let me put it this way. I don't have what you call a bad self-image. You know, I don't think of myself poorly when I look in the mirror. However, I am a realistic individual. And because I'm realistic, I am fully aware that there is not a single living soul in the world that wants to see this naked. Take it easy. I'm out of here.